If series. What would happen if math and numbers disappeared from the world? A universe without math. Can human civilization exist? This morning, when numbers vanished, what woke you up? Was it the alarm that rang at exactly 7 o'clock? Or was it the date that appeared on the smartphone screen today? We are defined by the numbers weight and time of birth from the moment we are born, and we live within the confines of numbers until the moment we die. But what would happen if one day the concepts of mathematics and numbers suddenly disappeared from the minds of humanity? It's not just a matter of the calculator breaking down. This is an event where the only language humanity, created to communicate with the universe, disappears. In a world where mathematics has vanished, can we really enjoy civilization as we do now? Or will we be forcibly summoned back to the days of wielding stone axes? From now on, I will uncover the horrors and truths of a parallel world without numbers. Part 1. The collapse of economy and order. The loss of value measurement. The first place to be hit is our daily lives. The absence of numbers means that measurement becomes impossible. Imagine that you go to a cafe and order coffee. There are no numbers on the price list. How much is a cup of coffee? Even if you ask, the staff cannot answer. Instead, the staff might suggest, pointing to your shoes or bag, "Let's trade that." Humanity immediately regresses to a primitive barter system. The monetary economy is a massive tower built on mathematical trust. When numbers disappear, bank data becomes useless, and the stock market and global trade come to a halt immediately. In a society where concepts like interest, exchange rates, and taxes have vanished, large-scale cooperation becomes impossible. Time also collapses. When the units of 1 minute and 1 second disappear, we must surrender ourselves to the vague flow of the sun rising and setting. Appointment times will be replaced with ambiguous expressions like, "when the sun is at its zenith," and all logistics and transportation systems in our fast-paced modern society will come to a standstill. Part 2. The disappearance of architecture and civil engineering. Humanity unable to overcome gravity. Let's turn our eyes and look at the city we live in. Without mathematics, engineering cannot exist. The apartments we live in safely are actually supported by countless invisible formulas. Load calculations, shear force analysis, and earthquake simulations. All of these are the results of geometry and calculus. If mathematics disappears, humanity will no longer know how high to stack buildings without them collapsing. We cannot even dream of gigantic bridges and tunnels. For humanity that cannot calculate the shortest distance between 2 points or the curvature of a curve, civil engineering becomes nothing more than a game of chance. Even ancient structures like the pyramids or the Parthenon used at least minimal geometric principles. If mathematics did not exist at all, humanity would have to return to tents, or caves that barely shield them from the wind and rain. Part 3. The silence of mechanical engineering. Everything that moves comes to a stop. Cars on the street, airplanes in the sky, a ship in the sea comes to a stop. Mechanical engineering is the study that translates the laws of physics into mathematics. If you cannot quantify the thermodynamic cycle happening inside the engine, you cannot obtain efficient power. If you can't even perform a simple ratio calculation to match the number of teeth on the gears, a bicycle won't run properly. Especially in aerospace engineering, this is critical. For humanity, unable to calculate the delicate balance between lift and drag, the sky becomes an eternally unreachable domain. Without GPS, not even a compass or a map can accurately indicate coordinates without the help of numbers. In a world without mathematics, humanity becomes an isolated existence, unaware of where it is or where it is going. Part 4. The disappearance of digital civilization. The end of the magic, created by 0 and 1. Shall we talk about your favorite smartphone and computer now? In fact, digital civilization is built on logic and binary, which are the purest forms of mathematics. Semiconductors are devices that process electrical signals by converting them into the numbers 0 and 1. The disappearance of mathematics. means that semiconductors would simply become useless rocks. The moment the root of all modern technologies, such as internet protocols, encryption algorithms, big data, and artificial intelligence, is pulled out, they will immediately wither away. We can no longer communicate through social media, nor can we search for information online. The digital knowledge repository that humanity has built over thousands of years will become a vault that cannot be opened. A world where all computer systems that record and transmit information have disappeared will be a perfect, dark age of information. Part 5. The decline of science and medicine. Losing the eye to read the universe. What about basic science? Newton's law of universal gravitation and Einstein's theory of relativity were all written in the language of mathematics. Without mathematics, we cannot explain why apples fall to the ground, or why the Earth orbits the sun. Nature returns to the realm of mystery, an object of awe and fear. Medical technology also faces tragedy. Calculating the dosage of medication to be administered to a patient is a very precise mathematical task. An error of 0.1 milligrams can mean the difference between life and death. Without statistics, we cannot verify the effectiveness of new drugs or predict the spread of infectious diseases. Biotechnologists analyzing genetic maps and neuroengineers. Reading brain signals cannot make a single step without mathematics. Conclusion. The reason we need to reclaim the language of the universe is that today, we traveled through a parallel world without mathematics. That place was not just a location where calculations were inconvenient, but a primitive world of uncertainty where civilization itself was impossible. Mathematics is not a painful subject we learn to get good grades in school. It is the most powerful tool that humanity has honed to discover order in the chaotic state of nature and to build safety and abundance upon that order. Numbers are the magical incantation that allows us to trust each other, plan for the future, and venture into the distant universe. After watching the video today, take another look at the numbers around you. You will feel how precious they are in supporting our civilization. If you could take only one skill from a world without mathematics, what would you choose? Please share your thoughts in the comments. Your subscriptions and likes are a great help in creating YouTube videos. This has been the If series on parallel worlds seen through science and engineering. Thank you for watching.